Hi, Marbs here. And today we're going to try to answer a really interesting question. Are third-party wraps as good as the OEM wraps from Microsoft? Now, first of all, you've got to realize that the Microsoft wraps are Microsoft approved and they are tested, obviously, to make sure rigorously that it isn't going to make your console overheat or anything. Now, I've looked at this quite a bit and I've used, a temperature sensor and stuff. And, I got to be honest with you that I don't know that that is as much of a worry as maybe some people are making it out to be. What I can tell you is if you don't block the vents, you aren't going to overheat the console, I would say, in most instances. Now, I wouldn't call this an official endorsement by any stretch of the imagination because these third-party wraps do not carry an official Microsoft seal. Now, what I can tell you is that this wrap is made by Wolibear. Now, it is a wrap that carries a price tag that is about 45% less than the $55 wrap that Microsoft is offering. Now, what I think is important here is to talk about the construction, because I've made no bones about the fact that the Microsoft wraps are very well done. The Wolibear wrap is a PVC, sort of a faux leather, if you will, and it does use the exact same dimensions that you find in the Microsoft wrap. It has the beveled edges around the power, the disk drive, and of course, your USB port in the front. Now, it uses a magnetic clasp in the back to actually hold the wrap together. Now, what I found about the clasp was, because, the Microsoft ones use the Velcro, I don't really think that it really made a whole lot of difference, but I think that the magnetic clasp might be a little easier to take on and off and perhaps hold it a little bit tighter. I did feel like it had a better grip, but that also may be by the soft PVC sort of faux leather on the inside of the wrap as well. Now, again, it doesn't have printing on the inside, only printing on the outside. And I do think it has very nice 4-color printing, and it does look good and it presents well. It's trying to look like an old beige computer tower. That's what we're going for here. And while it's not rocket science to make a wrap like that, I think it's a clear indication of something that's easy to do and easy to get right. And I think Wolibear has gotten it right here. Now, what do I think of it versus the licensed OEM wraps from Microsoft? Well, look, the thing is, I do kind of like the fabric coating and the, kind of faux leather slick coating on the Microsoft wraps. The Microsoft wraps look good. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They are made very well. But for 45% less, I can get something that's close, but maybe not as good. But there are a variety of these wraps out there, and some of them do not share this level of quality, which I think is important to point out here. But I think if you want to get a wrap, you get what you pay for. But still, even at $30, it's still going to be hard to convince some of you that it's worth $30 to buy a wrap for your Xbox Series X. My name is Marbs. Now subscribe for me. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.